So I'm Mark and I'm playing Gaston.
I'm Theo and I play LeFou.
And you want to tell us a little bit about your roles on the project?
Yeah, so the role of Gaston, so he's the main villain of the show, but we are doing something a little bit different with Gaston towards the end, so that's going to be a surprise for the audience. So he's kind of like a pillar of the community. That's what people see him as. So he's known as like the big shot of the village. So he's kind of amongst the villagers. He's like the hero of the village, but obviously he's really not. That's just a facade. So he likes to throw his weight around the village. He thinks he can get whatever he wants. He's really big-headed. He's really confident. He's arrogant. So that pretty much sums him up. And he's just in it for himself. He's very self-centered.
LeFou basically does whatever Gaston says when he says it, and LeFou's basically an idiot, but like a funny idiot, and it's been quite interesting to play. So.
And how have rehearsals been going, and any challenges that you've faced while doing them?
Yes, lots of challenges, but it's been a lot of fun. So normally we rehearse for about 3 hours on a Sunday and about 90 minutes on a Wednesday. Because it is a dance adaptation, so the majority of the focus has been on the dancers. So it's been very physical at rehearsals. It's been tiring, but it's been fun. The morale has been really good. Everyone's just been coming together for every rehearsal. So it's been good fun. It's been hard work. But the main challenges has been, because we've got such a big cast, people not being able to make every rehearsal that they've signed up to. So we've just kind of had to come up with many plans, plan B all the way to plan Z. But I think everything has really come together now that we're down to the wire. Everything is really coming together, but it's been good. Okay, so narration first.
Leading her to the West Wing, the beast knows what he must let her see, what in her heart she longs for, even if it sets her free.
And how have you found working with Mark? How's his directing been?
You guys are still on stage wherever you left off with your dance. It is our duty to make you feel welcome tonight. This is Pot's Chip, Babette, Exit, and then it just ends with Cogsworth and Lumiere's bit of dialogue to finish. Let's give it a whirl! Babette, stand up. You're in the scene.
Really good. You're really supportive, and you're really good at being there when you need, when I need you, or when anyone needs you. So I think you've done an amazing job, and thank you.
Oh, thank you. I do try. I do try my best. So
Finally, what can audiences expect from this show?
Ooh, lots of dancing. That is 100% confirmation, definitely. Lots of drama as well. So it's like the story that everyone pretty much knows, but we've got more. We have got a few twists and turns along the way as well. They're going to be familiar with it, but it's going to feel like a new experience at the same time, which is what we really wanted to do, because we've not just wanted to kind of be a complete copycat of what's been done. We wanted to bring new things in, just to surprise the audience, because it's always good to be surprised with what you're about to see. Lots of dancing, lots of surprises, lots of drama, lots of fun, lots of colour, lots of magic, and just really good fun. I think it's got lots of comedic elements as well, amongst the more serious tones of the story, so people can just come and have a good time and a good laugh as well.
Yeah, it's quite a funny show, so I think people will have a good laugh.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Natasha Meldrum and I'm playing Belle.
Hello, my name is Mitchell Nuttall and I'm playing the Beast.
And a little bit about your roles. What could people expect from you guys in the show?
So Belle's a bookworm. She has moved to the village with her family and she doesn't really fit in. She wants adventure, she wants more from her life. And she ends up finding this magical castle where her father's been imprisoned, and meets the Beast and all the magical objects and has a bit of an adventure, I guess.
So my character, he starts off horrible to his family, to his friends. An enchantress comes along and curses him, tries to teach him a lesson, turns him into a horrible beast. And she then leaves a rose for the prince/beast, and if he doesn't find love by the time the rose has shed its last petal, he'll stay a beast forever. So it's it's a journey of self-discovery, I would say, for the Beast. He's been taught a lesson, but he's learning that he is a good person and that he can find love and that he deserves love, but he has to try very hard to fall in love with Belle and get Belle to fall in love with him. And it's a bit of a twist because he then has to let her go because he loves her. So even though he might stay a beast forever, he's kind of learned his lesson of self-discovering that he is a nice person.
And how were you brought onto this project? How did you hear about it?
So I worked with Mark in 2019 on the Aladdin project with Shimmy School, and we'd been chatting over lockdown last year, talking about productions we wanted to do, and in the new year he said, I want to do Beauty and the Beast, and I said, sign me up.
So I met Mark at drama school quite a few years ago now, and we've been talking. He was saying that he wanted to set up his own company and things like that. I said if any roles come along, obviously I'd love to be involved. He then mentioned he was doing Beauty and the Beast. He said, do you want to be in it? I was like, yeah, of course. We had a meeting, and the next thing I know, I'm the Beast. Brilliant.
And how have rehearsals been? Have they all been fun? Have you faced any challenges during them?
Yeah, they've been great fun. They've been hectic because there's so many people involved in the production, but yeah, they've been a real laugh. It's been nice because we've been sort of had our own sort of one-on-one with Mark, and the three of us, Mitch, myself and Mark, have had our own rehearsals and then the big group rehearsals with everyone else. So yeah, it's sort of been a bit of a mixed bag, but they've all been great fun.
Mm-hmm. How are the other cast and crew doing? Obviously I know a lot of them have come from other schools and stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, so luckily quite a few of the different dance schools that are involved in the production I've worked with many times in the past, being a dancer myself, and it's really nice to sort of spend more time with them again. We've developed real connections, made friendships over the years, and again bringing everyone together, it's just an opportunity for more of that.
Yeah, and this is my first time meeting like all the cast. I've not worked with them previously or anything like that, and they've all just made me feel so welcome. It's been amazing. Made friends for life, and they've just brought me in, helped me out. It's been incredible, and also been great seeing all the different dance styles as well, which I've like never seen before.
Yeah.
So that's been brilliant.
And the big question: how's Mark's directing been? How's he been doing with the project?
Yeah, great. He's tried to get everyone involved in so many different things. Getting people, push them out of their comfort zone. So many of the dancers, obviously the other productions we've done in the past have been solely dance. So getting them to act, which I know quite a few of them probably found quite scary, but showing that they actually have got other talents and they're really good. So yeah, he's brought people together and he's created something I think really brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's taken so much on. He's brought together a massive production with so many different people and so many different talents. It's like you're saying, dancers have had to like sort of learn how to act and things like that, and find that they can act. And then myself, I'm an actor and not a dancer, and I've had to do dancing in this. So yeah, being pushed out of the comfort zone, but like being shown that we can do it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
If we just help each other and just have fun, that's what it's about.
And finally, what can people expect from this show?
Magic.
Yeah.
Absolute magic. It's a real mixed bag of talent and personalities, and that all just comes through all the different scenes.
Yeah, and style as well. There's so many different sort of little snippets and hints of different styles, not only dance but in acting as well. You'll definitely laugh. You'll feel emotionally pulled into all of the scenes.
Yeah.
It'll be great fun.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm Pete Kirkup. I'm playing Maurice, Belle's father, an inventor who, before the show, is essentially not very good at inventing and hasn't invented anything that actually works. So that's the preamble.
The preamble.
Yeah.
The preamble of Maurice.
Yes.
It worked!
It worked! It worked! One of my inventions worked!
I am Charlie Anderson Farah. I play Mila, Belle's mum and his wife. He's always breaking me pots and pans.
That is it. I have had it with you and your useless invention!
But I also play Madame Bouche the wardrobe. And she's a little bit flamboyant and a little bit stuck up when it comes to fashion. So that's a nice fun contrast.
So tell us a little bit about the project, how you heard about it, how you got involved with it.
No, I found it on Star Now. Actually, no, that's not true. I found Mark on Star Now, and it was a different project. It was something else. It was MK Theatricals, but it was for something else. And then COVID happened, because COVID happens. And then as time went on, it was like, oh, we're going to do Beauty and the Beast. Do you want to hear you do costume? Like, yeah, all right. Do you want to do some acting? Yeah, all right. Then why not? Do you want to do some dancing? Oh, all right. They just kept saying yes. I'm definitely a yes person.
Whereas my wife, my real wife, is in one of the dance troupes that's involved with the production, and she just sort of said, "Oh, Mark wants people to do some acting," and drawing on my Cheddar Stage Society Youth Actor Award from 1989. I decided it was time to tread the boards once again.
It's really cheesy like this.
So how have you found rehearsals? Have there been any challenges that you faced? How have you got on with the other cast and crew?
I think got on quite well actually. Mitchell, who's playing the Beast, is a big D&D fan, so we've bonded over that, which is interesting, and that's lovely. So I think everybody's just bonded quite well. Has been a bit troublesome sometimes with people being sick or being away.
Yeah, there's the challenges. Obviously, the main one's been COVID.
And how have you found Mark's directing? How has he been looking after the show, putting it all together and with you guys?
He's done really well actually, I thought. Sometimes he can get a bit scatterbrained and he'll be getting called from all angles.
Yes.
But I think he takes everyone's thoughts and feelings and things on board as well, which is some directors that I worked with when I was much younger didn't want to hear anything that you had to say. But I thought Mark was very good with that. So
I think he's certainly picked up quite a challenge, and at the same time, he's maybe learned that not everyone can pick up a dance routine in 20 minutes around the back of the stage. which is, yes, as you will see at the end of the show with our contribution to the final dance.
yeah, I'm much too old for that.
What do you say to everyone coming to see this show? What are they going to expect?
Colourful.
Colourful, yeah.
It's going to be colourful. It's going to be...
I mean, there's some comedy in there, which I've managed to squeeze in, I think, and...
well, you are the comedy.
Yes. There's, obviously all the dancing and everything like that. It's going to be a fun thing to watch. Nice and family friendly, so,
And I think it's nice that you've got the kids and all the schools involved as well. That's really, really sweet, and it just goes to show what you can do with a little bit of support. It's really lovely.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys.
I'm Dominique and I'm playing Mrs. Potts and also one of the bin vets.
I'm Melissa and I'm playing Chip.
And a little bit about your characters.
Wow, Mrs. Potts is your mum. She's very fun, she's lovely, she looks after everybody, and the bin vet I'm playing is the jealous bin vet, so a nice contrast in my characters, I feel.
Well, my character is a teacup. This is my mum, and she takes a liking to Belle, and a lot of her scenes are focused around her wanting to make a connection with Belle and her mum.
And do you want to tell me a little bit about the project, how you came about onto the project?
Well, I was supposed to be doing a different project with Mark, and then that one got cancelled due to COVID, so he was like, do you want to come on and do Beauty and the Beast? And I thought, absolutely, definitely.
I used to be part of Dance Stars, who's also in it, and we did Aladdin with Mark a few years ago. And then my mum just said to Mark, "Can Melissa be in it?" And he's like, "Do you want to be Chip?" And that was it.
And how have rehearsals been going for you? Have they all been fun? Have you faced any challenges at all?
Well, my challenge is getting here because I'm not based in Sheffield. So my challenges have been public transport and the snow. But once I was at rehearsal, no challenges. It's been great.
Yeah, I never really faced any challenges. It was fun. Enjoyed it.
And how well have you get on with the rest of the cast and crew? How have you all come together? Is there anyone you didn't know who you close to a bit more now?
I didn't know anybody at all. So yeah, but everyone's been lovely, and I feel like we've got on pretty well, which is always good because we're in quite a few scenes together, so that's nice.
Yeah, we've got on well. I knew people from Aladdin, but I didn't know people well. But now I feel like I've got to know people.
And Mark's directing. How's he been doing? How did he put the show together?
I think he's been a bit stressed, but he's done a really good job. But yeah, I think he's got a big job, hasn't he? Because he has to be in it and also direct. So it's quite a lot to do, but he's done a great job.
Yeah, what the
Same.
And finally, what can audiences expect from this show?
Woof, a lot of dancing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A lot of dancing and
a new take on Beauty and the Beast, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very it lives up to its name. I feel it's a dance spectacular, which is good.
Perfect.
Okay. Hello, I am Julie Bisbee and I play Lumiere, the candlestick, as a castle object, and she's just a footman as a human. So.
And I'm Hayden Gates. I'm playing Cogsworth as an object. I am quite a big cock. Playing the lead head butler of the castle, tries to be in charge, not really.
And a little bit about the project. How did you come to hear about it?
Well, I've been in other productions with Mark. A couple of years ago we did Aladdin, and that's when I first kind of met Mark. He played Aladdin and I was the genie, which is kind of similar role I think to Lumiere. Yeah, we got on really well, loved working with him, and so wanted to be part of this one. Also because I do acting as well, and this production involved dancing and acting. I was quite looking forward to being part of it.
Similar to that, I'd also been previously involved with productions with Mark with Aladdin, playing the Sultan as a last minute thing in the last production, and having a fun time with that, I decided to join in with this one.
And how have rehearsals been?
Initially, they had the problems with COVID, so they were going online with
just Zoom. Yeah, Zoom rehearsals. But actually, they were actually all right because it was just a matter of going over lines, meeting the other cast members, because I didn't know everybody who was going to be in it before we all started getting together. So it's quite nice to just initially put faces to names and things.
It was quite nice as initial going through the lines and changing where they needed to be changing to make them fit better. That initial making everything run smoother.
So obviously you mentioned COVID, but any other challenges that you had to face during production and getting it to the stage that it is now?
Well, there's been things like some of the cast members changing, people having to drop out for various reasons, but and then other than that, I think we had a one rehearsal cancelled because of snow, so that was so a few little things like that, but I think we're getting through it all and we should be all right on the night. Yeah.
So obviously you mentioned the cast and crew, some people obviously may have not been able to make rehearsals, also as a change in some of the casting. This is obviously now the full cast and crew getting close to performance day. How has everyone come together? How have you found working with everyone?
I've enjoyed working with everybody. It's always nice being part of a big production, I think, because I know like the Shimmy School group anyway, because I dance with them, so it's been lovely doing a bit more with them outside of classes as well. And yeah, it's been fun having
Hayden as my partner as well in this.
Having pally lines.
Yeah. You get like nice connections with people, I think, through running scenes with them. So.
Oh my God! Not again! It's a girl. I know that you bring this candlestick.
Maybe she could be the one to break the spell.
It's been quite nice that everyone's gone away and done their own thing, but it's came together and everyone's gelling quite nicely into the production. So it's been nice to see quite a lot of different groups coming together and working quite nicely. Yeah.
And Mitch brings chocolates to every single rehearsal, which I think has kept everybody going.
Kept everyone's morals.
Yeah.
Kept the morale up.
Yeah.
And how have you found Mark's directing? How has he been with his project? Because it's his first, obviously, production with MK Theatre Theatricals.
Yeah, well, I think he's done like a pretty amazing feat actually, because not only has he done the script, I know he worked a bit of it out with Eleanor at some point as well, but pretty much written all the script out and then choreographed all the dances pretty much. Well, maybe not all of them. There's probably a few, isn't there, that he hasn't? But he's just like he's a ball of energy. You go to rehearsal and he's full of energy, full of life, getting it all together. Some of our timings have been like it's just a lot to get through in an evening, so we've not always fitted everything in. But I think
it's an awful lot for him to do. It's quite a big job, but he seems to be throwing himself into it quite nicely.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's had a mental breakdown yet.
No one's had a mental breakdown. We're I think his like enthusiasm and energy, and you can see he's put in so much work and he's just constantly working on it. So that is very admirable. So we're hoping that we do him a good job of it.
And finally, what can audiences expect from this show?
What can audiences expect?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Colour, music, dance spectacular.
A bit of everything, really.
A bit of everything, yeah.
Acting, dancing.
A few jokes.
Yeah.
A few little heartfelt bits. Hopefully. It's nice. Yeah, lovely.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys.
I'm Evie and I'm a wolf.
I'm Amelia and I'm a wolf.
I'm Emily and I'm a wolf. I'm Alan and I'm a wolf.
I'm Curtis and I'm a wolf. We're all wolves.
Fantastic. So are you enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, we absolutely are. It's amazing.
Brilliant. And what's been some of your best moments throughout the show?
Meeting everyone.
My Auntie Judy's bit where she just like dances, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Where I get to eat.
So that's part of the play.
And how have you found all the makeup and all the costumes?
Weird.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. Ticklish. The pressure
Yeah,
ticklish.
I have to go under my eye.
And in your eye.
Not in my eye.
Well, not in your eye, but like on your eye.
Oh yeah. That was my accident.
And you all do quite a lot of dancing, so do you want to talk about the dance sequences you've been doing in this and how you rehearsed for that and choreographed it?
Yeah.
Well, that one and another person that's not here will be made the dances, and we just basically copied.
Until we learned it.
Yeah.
Okay, so also, what we do is like, we have some parts, it's basically just us three together in this part, in Act 2, and then you two are like first. So we're like, then we fight the beast, and then I die, and then you all run away.
Okay, now.
And what have the fight scenes been like? Because they've been a bit fight and a bit dance. So how have you found coming into that?
Fly. I literally fly off his back.
One by one, if you just say like some of the best experiences you've had throughout this performance and what you'll take away from this overall journey. So if we just start here and go along.
I think it's just getting used to seeing lots of people now.
Probably meeting all the characters.
Oh, playing a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best part is just like seeing everybody smiling and just like playing around and like having fun and seeing everybody's all the audience's faces when they smile and enjoy Ebony.
I like how we keep circling people.
Just make sure to buy the DVD.
Yeah, buy the DVD.
Buy the DVD.
Buy the
Full
DVD.
money. No
Buy
DVD.
the DVD.
Don't steal it.
3,
Thank
2,
you.
1. Buy the DVD.
Buy the DVD. Thank
Buy
you.
the DVD.
Brilliant.
Say cheers.
Buy the DVD, otherwise I'll bite you.
No.
Okay, so first I just want to talk about yourselves and obviously how you came to create the project, how you the challenge faced getting towards that project, how rewarding it's been, what you're looking forward to, things like that. So just basically stream of thought, share your thoughts. Whenever you're ready, it is rolling.
Yeah, so it came about because I did a production with Shimmy School who were collaborating on us with this one. So we did Aladdin, and just because the group was just so good in Aladdin, like everything just kind of, everyone was like really supportive, it was a really good environment. So, and I wanted to do a lot of new material for this theatre company. So then when it came to working on Beauty and the Beast, because it was like another family show, I knew I wanted to get Shimmy School back on board and a lot of the same people from Aladdin. So that's basically how Beauty and the Beast came about. Sophie approached me about the job at MK Theatricals, which I'll let Sophie go into.
Yeah, so basically, I finished my degree in performing arts, I think, around 4 years ago, 3 years ago, can't remember. And I didn't really do much stuff. I did sort of little bits after I'd finished. But then I was just kind of working full time, didn't really have much time. And then when I saw that obviously Mark was putting this together, I'd worked with Mark sort of back in college, way back when. Yeah. So obviously, and looking obviously what he's done since, I know that he's obviously good at what he does. So yeah, I just wanted to jump straight on board with that really. And yeah, the group's been absolutely brilliant to work with, great diversity. And yeah, I think it's a really good sort of example of bringing sort of loads of different people together, like whether that's sort of, you know, age ranges, sort of everything, like it's a complete like diverse group of people. So yeah, it's been really good to sort of get my teeth into after such a long while.
Yeah, and that was like the aims of doing this show as well, and obviously future shows for MK Theatricals as well, because obviously with everything with the pandemic, so many people have been out of work for such a long time. So I just wanted to give people a platform to kind of get back into theatre, if those that have been struggling to find work during the pandemic. So obviously people like Sophie as well who wanted to get back into it, but they're looking for like new projects to get involved in because there's not that many that hasn't been going around. So yeah, to give more opportunities, not just for crew members but performers as well, and just to do something, because it's been I feel like it's been such a glum time, just to get people together and just do something fun that the audience can enjoy and that we can enjoy and be proud of.
Yeah. And how did the casting process go about? How did you find the people you wanted to be on board with? Did you know people beforehand? Did you use adverts?
Yeah, so I knew a lot of the people I wanted to work with, which came from Aladdin. So, and already because I'd worked with them, I knew what they were capable of. I kind of already knew what characters I wanted them to be. So I've even created some new characters. Yeah. I knew they'd do them so well, and it still fits with the story and what my vision is for it. So a lot of people came on board from that. We did do a few casting calls for some of the other characters. So one of the new characters, we did a casting call for that. But a lot of people have come from Aladdin, which has been lovely. So yeah, I think that was...
Yeah. How are you finding the cast? Do they fit their roles well? Mitchell with the Beast and Natasha with Belle and stuff like that?
Yeah, they fit. I feel like it's actually, I feel really proud of the casting.
Yeah, definitely. I think like when I watch it now, I couldn't picture anybody else doing anyone else's character. Like they've adapted it so well. Like yeah, it's just I can't vision anyone else doing it now.
Yeah, even people that I didn't cast originally, and like someone else who was in the cast, like from a group, that said, "Oh, my friend could do this role really well. If you're still looking for that person," I was like, "Oh yeah." So then I've met them, and straight away being like, "Oh yeah, you would be perfect for that character." That's how we found Maurice, and I cannot imagine anyone else being Maurice but Peter. He takes to it like a duck to water, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
He's brilliant, and that just came about by chance.
Yeah, a lot of kind of word of mouth really, isn't it? And then sort of obviously when you've met people, it's just kind of clicked, and it's just been like, yes.
Definitely, yeah.
So you mentioned MK Theatricals and the struggles that you faced with it during COVID. Obviously, I know you had a project up originally before COVID.
Yeah.
Is this the first official project now for MK Theatricals, and what are your plans for the future of the company?
Yeah, so now obviously Beauty and the Beast is our first official production, which I feel like it's worked out really well, because I feel like doing a really nice family, you know, like a really good family show and a Christmas show, I think it's timed really well, because the projects that I was originally going to do first, I wasn't going to put that around Christmas because it just doesn't fit the tone for me. So I think it's worked out as well as it could have done, and now that one has been moved to next year, so that's going to be our next project, which is a full original show that I've written myself. So the future for MK Theatricals, we want to get a lot more original material out there, stuff that's different from what's already in theatre. We want to try and do as many different things as possible. But also bringing in so many different art forms as well. So like we've got acts and dancers mainly in this one, so, but we want to bring on board like musicians and circus performers, we want to create diverse shows for different
I think as
groups.
well, we kind of wanting to sort of like stand out from what everyone else is doing as well.
Definitely.
So I think as well as being like a new company, sort of debuting, I feel like you do need something that's a little bit different, that sort of separates you from everyone else. And I think that's what's going to sort of make it successful, isn't it?
Exactly.
Sort of doing something different, being like, oh, I've not really seen that kind of.
Exactly, because I come from a musical theatre background as well, so I could have straight away been like, oh, I was going to do pantomimes or musicals, but because everybody just does a lot of that. I mean, you never know down the line it might happen, but I just wanted to just do, like you said, just do different things that there's not a lot out there at the minute.
Also, I directed this question to you last time, so I'll direct it to you this time. What can audiences expect from this show?
Oh my gosh, a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs. Like Mark said earlier, I think after sort of the year that we've all had, it's a really, really nice piece to sort of bring your spirits up. It's a lovely family show. It's just a really nice feel-good show, I think, to kind of finish the year off. So yeah, definitely a lot of laughs, definitely entertained, brilliant dancers, brilliant choreography. Just all around entertainment really. We definitely won't be bored.
No, definitely not. Well, we hope not. I wouldn't think so.
Fantastic, thank you very much guys.
Thank you.